What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to another episode of my Path to Power. Before we get into it, if you guys are looking to purchase some FIFA Ultimate Team coins, open some packs, get your hands on some legends, or do whatever you please with them, make sure to check out FUT Coin Emporium. They're cheap, quick, and reliable. Their link will be in the description down below. So you saw the title of this video. I have a match with the one and only AA9Skillz. I managed to match up with him in just a single match, trying to play some games for my Path to Power. So I will get into that eventually. First off, though, I want to say thank you guys for the support on my video earlier on today. It was really encouraging when you guys give me some feedback in the comments, when you guys drop likes on my videos and stuff. It's very encouraging, and I just want to say thank you for that. So this is Skillz' team. What the... Holy goodness, look at the legends. I kind of saw that and I was like... Because I know I've played Skillz a handful of times, and he's a solid player, and I did not know what I was getting myself into. 4 legends on the team. I'm really looking at that. I think it was Rui Costa that he had in the middle. I want to use him as a center forward in a 4-3-3 false 9, but we're getting things started here. Giovanni Dos Santos playing my center, or my striker pot the spot this time, finds Vela back into the middle and nods it home. Lovely little bit of a passing combination to break down Skillz' defense. And Giovanni Dos Santos is an interesting player. He actually functioned okay for me as a striker in a 4-3-3. Now, I think he'd be better as that center forward style distributor with the false 9. Now, I don't want to go ahead and move him back just yet, but we're in the 61st minute. Skillz breaking free with Futre, and he manages to just crush it by this was my first experience playing with or against legends on Ultimate Team, and legends seem to have the knack to win that 50-50 ball. If follow my train of thought here, when it's a chance of keeping it or the defender winning it, more often than not, the legends seem to kind of win it, and it drops favorably for them. They play really well. So we're heading on into extra time. Both of us selected extra time and penalties because, hey, that's kind of the fun way to do it. And just after things fall right to Pauletta, he's never gonna miss a chance like that. 2-1 to Skillz, and I was like, oh man, the legends have finally taken over. I'm screwed because Skillz kind of took over towards the end of the game and had the better of the chances. I was doing well to keep control, and then I started to get nervous, and I started to play too quickly and force it up the pitch because I just didn't want it in my half. And after he scored that, I was like, all right, I need to keep possession. I need to work it around. I need to find my goal. And I make a really kind of forced pass, but when FIFA is on your side and it falls lucky for you, you just have to do the dead fish at the end of it. And I was so fortunate to get that one back. I thought Skillz was a little fortunate to have it fall to Pauletta on the other end, so I thought that was a bit of FIFA karma, and we headed on into penalties. The first penalty that he took with Pauletta, he banked off the bar. And generally speaking, when I get myself up 1 penalty, I like my chances to win it. I think that I'm a relatively good penalty kick taker. Now, it's not to say that I don't lose penalty kick shootouts, but with my 1-1000, 2-1000 method, which seems to be relatively effective on next gen, the timing I think is a little bit different. I have to figure out exactly what the overall trick is to penalties, but for the most part, I'm just crushing these into the top corner, into the top net, which is, if you've got enough power and stuff on it, they're not going to be saving those penalties. He goes right down the middle. Kind of figured that he'd go back to it. If player starts with the straight down the middle penalty, chances are they're going to go right back down the middle. And you have to be conscious that if you think they're going to go down the middle, make sure you hit up on the right stick, because if they go for the top net down the middle, you have to hit up in order to block it. Managed to read one more, and that will be all that she wrote on those penalties. So sneak a cheeky win off of Mr. Booyah himself. And gosh, man, that gave me the taste of legends that made me go out and buy Effenberg, who was really the only legend or one of the few legends that I could afford at the time. I really wanted a player that I could use in the false 9 as a center forward, and I wanted it to be a legend. So he was really the only one that I could afford. I think I might go try to get Rui Costa, or I'm thinking about Kluivert as the next one that I'm going to pick up. You guys will have to let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and I will do my best to have a a video out on all the legends and all that stuff coming up here. I talked about doing a review, and someone said, oh, there are, lots of people that do reviews, and that's fine. I just think, I like to think that I could give a pretty good review on some of these legends, and maybe some of the best ways to use them. So I do indeed plan on doing that. So in the future, the first one you'll see will be Effenberg, and then we'll see from there where we go. But I needed some fitness cards because my players were getting a bit tired. And after that 4-3-3 outing, I was a little bit unsure if that was the tactic that I wanted to take into the next match. But I decided, since the players, I had some of the fitness issues, Fabregas was, of course, going to stay in the lineup. Modric was, of course, going to stay in the lineup. And I had a Di Canio just sitting there. I probably should discard him because he's probably not going to sell for anything, but all the same, he's going to go to my transfer list for the time being while I sort out my lineup for the next squad. We're heading again into the single matches. I'll be doing seasons, but I'm having enough trouble matching up in single matches and tournaments, so I can't imagine how difficult it's going to be to match up in seasons. One more game here for Giovanni Dos Santos up front. Now, Benzema always has a chance of coming on because he just brings a much bigger physical presence. We're in the 9th minute, though. Nice little passing move moving forward. Afellay inside to Dos Santos. Fabregas out wide again to Afellay. Going to take a little bit of free space here in the inside, and that's a cheeky little chip attempt that I'm unable to get over the keeper, but that is A-okay. Carlos Vela, more or less a free header, nods it home, giving me a 1-goal lead in the 11th minute. And this guy was actually quite a strong player. I was fortunate to get that goal right there. He was a good attacking, and he had a very well-rounded Serie A side and knew how to use them. He was quite familiar with them, and that's kind of one of the things that it's a weird difficulty with YouTube is YouTubers switch around sides a lot, so getting used to using one side and knowing all the ins and outs of the players kind of takes a while. What a finish that is from Biabiani. I was a bit shocked. Every time Biabiani scores, I'm more or less surprised because when I think of Biabiani, I think of a player that's meant to just get down the line, cross it in or slice into the middle, lay it back, and cause problems that way. Whenever he scores on me, I'm like, what the heck? He's got 63 shooting or 66 shooting, whatever it is. He shouldn't be scoring goals like that, but he does indeed time and time again when I play him. Now we're just after halftime, 49th minute, and trying to get another attack going. He forces this one, though, and I am then on the counter. His players took one step forward, and that was enough for me to more or less make the most of this one. How about that for a fantastic pass from Afellay to Dos Santos, who clinically puts it away with his preferred left foot. We should have another in-form Mexican and in-form Carlos Vela coming out. I think he scored 4 goals over the weekend from the striker position, so I always fancied him a bit more of a striker in past FIFAs, though he's been phenomenal on the right side this year. It's great for La Liga teams in general because you now really have a strong he's more of a true striker than Dos Santos is, I'd say. So more of a true striker option to pair with Benzema. Some of you guys are going to be like, well, of course you've got Neymar. And for me, Neymar is much more suited to the left wing spot where his inform card is, or the attacking mid spot. He's not really too much of a striker for me. And I wanted to go into extra time and penalties. I didn't realize that he'd already selected it right here. So I did actually manage to do that. That was just in a normal game. That's how that one's going to end. Nothing happened there. Neither of us were able to put a goal away in extra time. So this one ended at 2-2. That is where I'm going to end this episode. So if you guys did indeed enjoy it, be sure to leave a like on this video and a comment as well. Lets me know what you guys are thinking and what is up. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.